Are you ready to grow your Maker's Instagram in 2019? Today I'm going to share with you a few things that I have been doing to grow my Instagram by hundreds of followers organically and having constant engagement and likes and shares. So if you want to know how I did this, be sure you like and subscribe to this video and this channel, and we will jump right in. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the algorithm. You hear a lot of people say things like, oh, the algorithm has messed up my engagement. I'm having followers drop left and right. Nobody sees or likes my posts anymore. And one of the things that I have learned is that it's not enough to just post one, maybe 2 times a day anymore. The key to post engagements and the key to growth organically is posting 6 to 8 times a day. And I know that sounds crazy, but if you follow the actual official Instagram account, you will find that they too post this many times a day, if not more. So if Instagram itself is posting this many times a day, why wouldn't we, the followers of Instagram, be emulating and doing the same exact things as Instagram itself? I have found in the last 2 months is I have upped my daily posts to 6, sometimes 8 times a day. I have constant comments, constant likes, and constant engagement on every single post. When I was posting just 1 time a day, I was hardly getting anything. And so if you want to see increases, I challenge you, increase your daily engagement. Second thing that I have done is anytime I post something, no matter what it is, I always put a call to action in the bottom of my text. So let's say I post a picture of a beanie that I made. I may say something fun and silly about the beanie, and then after that I may say something like, what's your favorite beanie pattern? Let me know down below. These simple calls to action automatically are going to guarantee that you're going to get some kind of engagement. I was shocked when just a couple of weeks ago I asked, what's the weather like where you are? And so many people commented. It was amazing to see all of the engagement and to learn what was going on in other parts of the country. Third is being genuine and authentic in your stories. Do you need to say something funny every time? No. Do you need to say something encouraging every single time? No. Sometimes it could just be as simple of, oh my gosh, look at how bright the sunshine is today, or wow, I fell and stubbed my toe. It really hurt. You will be surprised and shocked at how many people will engage with your stories if you're just willing to show the person behind the brand, that you're not some perfectly groomed and well-said person at all hours and all times of the day. Just be authentic and real and honest, and people will engage with that. Another thing that I have done is I have finally figured out what my feed feel is. Now, sometimes you see people that have the monochromatic white and black with a pop of red or a pop of pink in there, and that's totally fine. But I want to encourage you to really figure out what your feed feel is. Well, for me, as a maker, I love color. I don't just like neutrals. I like playing around with all kinds of things. So what I have done is I have created a rainbow feed. So in my 6 posts a day, I post something pertaining to that specific color. So obviously red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And I try to stick within that spectrum. I don't do the same yellow every single time. I do a variation of that yellow, and it creates a very cohesive look and very inviting and very fun. If you are in the DIY or arts and crafts world, you will notice that a lot of the top accounts are very colorful. So if color is your thing and you do love it, figure out a way to make color work for you. For me, it was 6 posts of one solid color and then shifting on to the next one. And another thing that I did too, that's a little side note in case you want to try to really brand yourself, is every second post of the color, it is a picture of my logo done in that coordinating color. I'm going to link my Instagram down below just so you can kind of take a look, so you can get an idea for what I'm talking about whenever it comes to the feed and the feel of the feed. Really experiment and play around. Give yourself time to figure out your voice and your look for Instagram. Instagram is artistic. It's a fun place to really exercise your creative juices and to be inspired by others. So don't think you need to limit yourself to one style or another. Figure out what works for you, and you will be surprised at how patient and resilient followers are on Instagram as you kind of work through that. And don't be afraid to ask for feedback. What do you guys think of the latest 6 posts that I did? Do you like the color? Do you want to see something different? Don't be afraid to ask those questions. These steps that I have been doing in the last 6 weeks, I have seen tremendous growth, and I am not paying for ads at this point. I'm talking about organic reach and engagement. And there's one other bonus thing that you can do if after doing all of these things, you're still not achieving the growth that you want. Another thing that you can do, which will really help you, but you've got to be careful because Instagram will try to block you, but it does work if you do it in small bites here and there. Go to the search page on Instagram, type in a hashtag that is connected to your genre. So for me, it would be crocheting or knitting or crafts or something. Type that in. Follow that hashtag, and every single person that is posted within that hashtag, say something complimentary or encouraging that you really like about what it is that they've posted. The idea that if you build it, they will come is true, but it's also not true. You have to remember that, yes, if you build it, they will come, but you have to tell them you're there. There are millions of users on Instagram. There's billions of people on the internet. So how in the world are they going to find us if we're not letting them know that we're there? We can't post something, use a couple hashtags, and just assume people are going to discover us. That doesn't work that way. Okay, I take that back. Maybe it may work for that 1 in 50,000 or something that randomly gets discovered. But the point is you've got to let people know you're there. And if you know what niche you're in and you know what genre you're in, get out there. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I'm here. I love what you're doing. Come check out what I'm doing. And I'm not talking about like a follow for follow thing. Don't say anything like that. Be genuine in it. Hey, I really like that blanket you made. It is so pretty. I love the texture you used. Period. End of story. Don't ask them to come look at you. Don't ask them to come check it out. Just be a voice in the comments of people's posts and you will be shocked and amazed at how many followers. I did this for 6 days straight. I gained almost 1,000 new followers from doing this, but I do want to warn you, you have to be careful with doing this a ton because Instagram will think you're a robot and they might block you from being able to respond to comments for a couple days. So if you want to use this strategy, I would advise you to be very careful and use it incrementally. Don't do it all the time. Otherwise, your account might be blocked. One other thing that I want to say, if you're really looking for being brave and getting yourself out there, is utilize those DMs on Instagram. Message people, ask to do collaborations, ask if you can work together, talk to big companies, do whatever you can to see if you can connect with big spokespersons in your genre or in your niche. This may be influencers, this may be brands, this may be companies, who knows? But don't be afraid to ask. And just to let you know, I sent a video message to Martha Stewart, who is the queen of crafts, saying, thank you so much for your contributions to the crafts world. I really appreciate everything you've done over the last 10, 20, 15 years, whatever it was I said. And I just thanked her. She saw it, she never said anything back, but she did see it. I did do it. Why did I do it? Just because I want people who are in my niche to be able to recognize who I am. So be brave, be bold. If you get a no, you get a no. If you get no response, that's okay. But what if you get a yes? Be willing to try things. Don't be afraid, and be willing to let people know, hey, I'm here. Come check me out. And I promise you, this is going to help your Instagram grow. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with somebody who you think would want to grow their Instagram in 2019. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.